Alright, so welcome to my first video. This is my very first video and I'm here to talk about the GeForce RTX 3070. Let's not waste any of your precious time and get right into the content that we are talking about. We never expected this, we never wanted this, but we got this because we actually needed this thing. And by the need, we mean that console competitors like Microsoft and Sony announced their PS5 and Xbox Series X and Series S said to perform better than PC in terms of price performance ratio. Everyone was like, whoa, it's so good. It's time to switch, but it's not as easy as it seems. Nvidia, by launching the GeForce RTX 3070, didn't only save the PC master race, but also gave us expectations, gave us high hopes for technology to improve further in the upcoming years. And I'm serious. I'm not just going to talk about how the GeForce RTX 3070 works or something like that. It's just an overview. I actually have the GPU with me, as you can see, and this is not something clickbait. This was real pen to gate, and the pain that I had to suffer to get this thing is actually worth it. To be honest, there were zero retailers that had this thing in stock, and I wasn't expecting myself to get one this quick. I just had to only run through the bad weather for about 3 days to get this thing in stock. And okay, now I have this thing running in my system over here, and this is a workstation PC. And for the part I have tested it, this thing performs really well. Nvidia's promise of giving better performance for $500 at this is half the price. This is less than half the price. Nvidia promised to provide better performance for less than half the price. This thing is promised to deliver better performance than their previous generation $1,200 flagship RTX 2080 Ti, and Nvidia was serious about it. They actually delivered what they promised. And I am limited by my internet. I can only download 15 gigabytes of material if I keep my PC turned on for the whole day. But if I keep my PC turned on for the whole day, then I will be forced to sell my PC to pay my electric bill. You get the idea how bad my internet connection is. And I'm planning to upgrade it very soon, but for the part I have tested it, for my part I have tested it, I have not reached this thing's limit. This thing was pretty good while testing. This thing was not so bad. This thing performed better than the 2080 Ti when you compare it with numbers, with timings, with temperatures. This thing is better in every part. And I am using the Gigabyte reference card, and this thing is priced a little higher than the Founders Edition MSRP, and I'm okay with that because you get a little bit better cooling, you get a little bit better PCB design. They claim to use some better capacitors and a better overall PCB layout for their GPU, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with playing a little higher than MSRP price because and I didn't actually pay a little higher than the Founders Edition MSRP. I had to pay a lot of taxes because when you are in India, you have to pay import duty with a GST, which makes you pay about 20 to 30% more than what it normally costs in other countries like the US. But I'm completely satisfied with it because also at this price point, when you compare it with the 2080 Ti or even the whole 20 series, the last generation GPU from Nvidia, when you just compare the prices of this thing, the pricing of this thing is satisfactory. And for the part I have tested, it never disappointed me, and I'm okay with it. I'm just waiting for my internet connection to improve, which I will do within a couple of weeks. I'm expecting to perform the action within a couple of weeks to upgrade my internet, and after that we are good to go. I'll be testing the 3070 to its limit by downloading each and every application possible for benchmarking and comparing it with the previous generation GPUs. And that's it. That's it for this video. And what else to say? Just a reminder, this thing is very, very good for machine learning. I use this thing for machine learning, and nowadays GPUs are not only for productivity or gaming. GPUs are really good at workstation PCs, because all the workstation PCs nowadays use very high-end GPUs, and the 3070 is pretty high-end for personal work. If you see all those database computers that is used for networking, or those data science PCs that is currently using a Titan RTX or 3090 or A100, that is where a GPU's real performance is unleashed, where you can perform multiple tasks at the same time. That is where you put the GPU to its limits. And as I said, my internet connection will not allow me to do that for the time being, but still I'm planning to upgrade my internet connection very soon. We'll do within a couple of weeks. I also say that earlier, but yeah, that's been it. That's all about what I had to talk about the 3070. We'll just talk a bit about 3070 in depth in my full review, and we'll also do a dedicated PC build video for this rig that I built recently. So stay tuned, just subscribe to my channel, that's all, and thank you for watching and giving me your precious time.